support. That's the thing. Like, I like that they've done this just to make sure they don't get pucked in the mid lane. Because most mids I could think of right now that they might have been tempted towards would get countered by a puck mid.
James C. Dragonite mid lane. Interesting.
All right, there you go. So it is going to be Cuckoo on the puck. They're running a free. So they're not like, nah, this ain't a 4, this ain't a 5. This isn't even a 2. We're running a free puck. I like this. It's really good against the Razor, as you'll expect him to be on the outer lanes now that they reveal the DK. DK on the outer lanes is a little bit rougher to make work, although not terrible considering there's a bigger focus on the tier 1s in the outer lanes now due to outposts.
Okay, long story short, Geek Fam or Cignal Ultra this one?
I feel like the puck is the decider here. I think Geek Fam are a little bit stronger because the Razor shouldn't have an easy lane. It's really going to be on the rotations from the supports. I think Tusk is going to be defining for Geek Fam, whereas Cignal, you're going to be watching the Sanking a lot. If he can get good timing on a Veil, his lineup can play around him and they can push towers easily.
True that, man. Can't hardly wait. But before we go into the game, I would like to make some announcement to you guys. WePlay Bukovel Minor is sponsored by global leading esports odds maker and data provider Ray Gaming Esports. Visit raygaming.com for more and latest Dota 2 matches. And another information is we invite you all to join the Winter Tail SFM contest to win $5,000. Create an interesting video with all the winter magic that could be found in Dota 2 and send it to WePlay Esports on Twitter to join the contest. Alright, we are in the game. We're going to do some quick intro on the Radiant side first. Signal on the Radiant, Jamesy on Dragonite, Nando on Razor, Ares on Chow Demon, Ban on Sand King, and Grims on Elder Titan.
Yeah, on the side of Geek Fam, you're going to have him flexing a little bit this time around. It'll be Cuckoo on the puck, supported by Zephyr on the lane. Meanwhile, top in the support role 5, you're going to have Doobie playing that Bat Rider, Raven on the Gyrocopter, and in the mid, we're going to get something a little bit special. It's going to be the Brown Ranger, Ryoya, matching up against that DK.
Hey, calling out James, yo! And Bond, yeah, James Bond.
James Bond. Oh, okay. When are we playing the spy music? Where's the move? There's no sneak right now. See, that would have been a perfect moment if 4 of them had been rotating. You just begin just humming that tune. But yeah. I don't think we're gonna see too much aggression on the runes. It seems.
Oh, come on, man! I want to see some fight right off the bat, just like the previous game, Killer Patian. Come on, don't say it's gonna be a passive.
I mean, it's the problem with the runes positionings. If you actually look at it, it's done and it's designed to stop people fighting unless they hard commit. And because of the risk associated, midders don't want to come to the rune fights anymore. So usually you just see the 2-2 split, unless one team has no stuns. Yeah, you can already see they're just surrendering runes. Like, okay, you just go get the river one. I'll get the one here. Thumbs up. See you on the lane, buddy.
It's kind of hard to get like 3-1 body rune these days, right? Always.
Yeah, like I said, you have to commit you have to commit like 3 or 4 heroes, right? So if you want to get free, usually you have to posture or surprise your opponents. If you have a hero like maybe Murano as an example, you can do that. But these type of heroes, think about Sand King. He doesn't want to level Burrow Strike, he needs the Sandstorm. And then, like, who have you got on the other side? If a Tusk has to level anything but tag team level 1, it feels like a loss. Yeah.
Okay,
Stuns,
and look at the
just 2-2.
Obso wards right in the lane. So they can have a clear vision what they are dealing with. Geek Fam, safer. Was there a lot of damage? Cuckoo, illusory off away. So this is not going to be top lane. Oh man, definitely going to be a first blood. Ares down. And Dubu just killed Cignal Van Korea too.
Yep, and there's level 1 Shadow Poison, so there was nothing that Van could even do to help. I like that they just ignored the Sand King completely. They didn't even try and play a Sentry Warfare with him. Because eventually you can counter the Sand King on this lane anyway. Like, Gyro is one of the better heroes against it when you reach like level 3. And if you really struggle to win the Sentry Warfare, you know what you do against Sand Kings like what? You just buy dust. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Especially since you can buy them in bundles of 1 now.
True. Mid lane, Jamesy. This is Rhea. Seems to be a pretty peaceful lane. Nothing much going on around here, yeah.
Like, if someone dies in this, look, remember last game, it went the wrong way around.
Yeah,
in reality,
you said
like, no one should die here.
No one should die
this
there.
This should be a very passive lane. The interesting part is going to be see Ryo's build because like Frost Arrows is nice for the extra damage, but seems pointless in this lane. So I think he should max out the multi-shot and just go farm stack quicker than James can.
That would be a next kill. I think it might be the bottom lane.
Or top.
Yeah.
Like, Aris is getting a little bit panicky here. Luckily for him, Dubu is only level 1 still, or he would be dead.
Dubu doing such a great job in the first 2 minutes of the game, trying to harassing these two guys, Sand King and Aris. Get away from the... Oh, wait, he's just gonna trade. Can he pop the stick? Not in time. Dubu die first. Is that... Oh, wait. Bottom lane, somebody stuck in an igloo. Nando, tree line. Not gonna get away from that. He's trying to use the plasma field, but no use. Geek fam got him.
Yeah, Geek fam went for cheeky little Nando's there.
Hey, they're gonna gank mid too. Oh man, what is going on around here? Killing every single lane. Rio stuck in an echo stomp. 1 hit only. Grims punch him with a right hook.
Yeah, so that's the one-way Drow dies for rotations. But the funny part is
top lane, bro. He's not even done yet. Oh, dance. 1 hit. Oh man.
Okay, he has a staff as well, so he's fine. But seeing as they've come off remote, I just point out that that shouldn't be happening in favor of the Radiant team. If anything, it's the team with the Tusk that should be rotating mid. So, nice play there, nonetheless, from Grim. Did, of course, cost him the life of his safe laner. But he makes it worthwhile for the Dragon Knight. Yeah.
Spamming a sticky napalm on top. Interesting how this Dubu playing the Bat Rider as a support. Really, really annoying for Team Cignal.
Yeah, and he's gone for the flame break. I like this. This spell is a little bit stronger now since the recent patch. At the same time, if you go for Firefly on this lane too early, every time you try and engage, Eris will just use Disruption and then walks away. And you just feel worthless.
Oh, good point, yeah.
Whereas flame break is guaranteed damage.
Disruption, yeah. Here we go. Spamming another sticky napalm and sending in some missile. Yeah. Oh, wait. Burrow strike in. But Dubu seems to be pretty tanky. But let's take a look. Illusion might block him. He still fight away through all those illusions. Dropping quite low for Dubu.
Oh no.
Another burst right turn on the sandstorm. Only few hits away on that Dubu. He used the flame break, trying to bounce him all back. Nando almost go down just now.
By the way, he can't play like that once Eris has free, which he just got. So
Nando coming back in. Come on, Nando. If you die right there, it's a big mistake for Nando. Plasma Fields comes out. Nando.
There we go.
That's not a good trade at all, even though you can kill that Cuckoo. Fate Chip, that's what I'm talking about. Coming out. Oh, it's safe for double kill. Man.
Perfectly done. The handling in this off lane, like puck plus tusk, is pretty brutal. Just because, how do you actually get on the puck in this lane, right? You have an ET and a Razor. Remember I said the Razor was going to be countered? Yeah. He can't static link anything with the Tusk. But if Tusk is on top of you, he's on top of you for good reason. He's probably already trying to kill you. So I like the way that they laned that up. I think the top lane is also going to start getting volatile from Cignal's perspective, in that they can start to punish Dubu. Now that you have 2 points of the Shadow Poison, the Bat Rider is no longer sufficient for trading with the Shadow Demon.
Grims for the second time attempt to kill this Rhea. But it's not like the last time, because Grim is only level 2 and Rhea is level 5.
Not just that. Look at this. Dubu's come around the back of him right now. Grims is going to be pincered.
Yeah, true that. Dubu found him and slowing down with the Sticky Mappa frame break in order to bounce him back. Echo Storm, but not going to hit that Rhea. Rhea being stopped by that Jamesy. Not for so long. Safer also joined the team fight, setting up an igloo and kill Jamesy. This is not looking good at all, but however, Eris still strike back on top.
Sure, but they did also lose the Sand King for it, and I think that's beneficial. You just got the first Elder Dragon form out, and he dies with it. He does not... Look at the tower. There was literally no pressure on the tower for the Dragon Knight. He just died there. Ryoyo is now winning this lane. Like, to be honest, it doesn't look like it net worth, but the fact that your Dragon Knight now can't apply pressure in the next minute, a critical point in the game, is worrying. I hope when we reach near the 10-minute mark, Jamesy rotates to the outer lanes, because that's a bigger deal. Speaking of outer lanes, Nando's
look at that. I kind of worry about Team Cignal, because these guys, Safer is on the run now, and he's kind of snowball. Look at that, another kill by Cuckoo and Zephyr, and Raven got another kill on top too, I believe.
Yeah, this is where Sand King gets worrying in this type of lane. Gyro, once he gets past like level 4, can deal with you as long as they have True Sight, right? And if you can't win the Sentry Warfare, look at Dubu. He used the dust. This is what I was talking about. This is how you beat Sand King. It's kind of why he's fallen off in popularity.
That was very good point of view that you point that out right from the start. Yeah.
It's like the whole Sentry Warfare, right? It seemed like it was cute and Sand Kings could win if they won that. But now it's just dust. It's even easier to get because you have your own core in.
Oh my goodness. No chance to survive. Call down, frame break, bounce back. That frame break is actually quite useful.
Yeah, the buffs to it were good in conjunction with the sticky napalm and the way it works. But Nando, look at this. They're bringing a Razor who's level 5 up here. So this was kind of my worry, is that Cignal, they needed to win at least one of their lanes. DK's kind of doing okay, but they're definitely not winning the other two. And the rules of Dota usually dictate, if you lose 3 lanes, you screwed up. If you lose 2 lanes, your team
is still pretty, you know, kind of hard.
Yeah. And it's like the game gets hard, right? So ET will die in the bot lane. And this is a pointless time to die. They've rotated too early, top. Like, the outposts are in 2 minutes, and they're here.
Can they catch him? Side off with the disruption. Maybe. Getting ready for the barrel strike. And here we go with Nando moving in aesthetically. Easy kill on Raven. But do they have enough damage to take top tier 1 tower down right here?
No. They don't have a catapult. They can't do this tower. This is strictly for the outpost, but they've done it too early. Because now Geek fans can respond to this and just leave Cuckoo bot, take the outpost solo, and then...
Mid lane fight once again!
Yep, fighting going on. Grims, this was a Q play. You started off really well, but you can't rotate mid anymore. You saw the damage Ryoya places out of the multi-shot. This new multi-shot is lethal. People just thought it was some sort of joke, but it is actually a good nuke. Like, you can't believe I say that, but it's like multi-shot. Yeah, it's a nuke. Watch this, look.
Alright, they start the fight on top. Burrows right, setting up the igloo right here. Nice block on that Ares. Dropping all down, the call down. Zephyr is on mega kills already. I think if I were him, I'm just gonna go straight to some damage item build, you know. Go for some uppercut.
I mean, that kills cute. The bigger one is DK in the mid lane. They rotate Cuckoo, and with just the Puck and the Drow, they take out the Dragon Knight, who once again Elder Dragon form.
Yeah.
And I will repeat, Cyclops, he has not really done that much damage. That's his 2nd Dragon form. There's 800 damage on that tower. The only reason there hasn't been any damage in return is because Ryoya is more content to keep farming.
Alright.
Speaking of which, he's going to farm heroes.
Yeah, once again, Grims, if he die right here, it's going to be 3 times in a row that he is here and died.
Yeah, Cyclops, you know how there's like heat maps, right? Imagine a heat map, but a death map. And all you see is Grims on that same spot every time. These rotations don't make sense anymore. He needs to find someone to play around. If anything, it's the Sand King. It's not the Dragon Knight.
Alright. Yeah, this might be a big team fight on top. They started out with a snowball. Go straight in for him, Ares. And just straight to that Raven, dropping quite low. You see the epicenter. They got 1 kill on Cignal Ares. Grim.
Raven, he couldn't kill him with the epi. It wasn't enough damage. The Gyro's is too tanky. He has the raindrop and the crown now. They kind of waited too long to deal with this Gyrocopter. You gave him a favorable lane, and then you didn't rotate earlier. What's James up to now? Like, he's got an Invis rune, he's got Elder Dragon form in 10 seconds. Maybe you connect on the tower, but you missed the outpost window. And I don't know if they captured... I think they maybe capped 1 in time. Let me just double check on that. The XP... Yeah, so it was a 1-1 split on outpost. Everyone did get their outpost XP, but this DK is feeling kind of lost.
An outpost for Cignal van.
Yeah, so this is past the point though, so you don't get that influx of bonus XP at the 5-minute mark. It's not as important, but what is important is the mid lane. Look at this, the smoke.
Yeah. And it's just gonna go in. They're playing with full confidence right now. They're just gonna seal this series with 2-0. They got 1 kill on that and teleported down. Burrows right, only hit 1 target, getting uppercut right away. Ares falls, and he's just gonna go straight for the Grims. Grims, where are you gonna go?
Wow. Maybe a little bit too early to call it 2-0, but this is looking very good for Geek fam right now. They just understand that they can fight, and Cignal are lost right now. Look at this. They're going to lose another hero. Grim. This is just the sports running down.
I feel like they keep on losing formations on every single lanes. And now it's just that multi-shot.
It's their rotations. Their rotations were just too late and in the wrong places. The obsession from Grims in that mid lane makes no sense. He should be playing around the Sand King or the Razor, which are much more capable of getting kills. If anything, Jamesy should be one.
Oh, got an uppercut. He's safe for his goddamn Rocky Balboa.
And that was the Veil reveal as well, like instantly value.
Meanwhile, in the middle lane, they might get some kill back on that double.
Yeah, but
he
that's
got
a pos 5. In fairness, is a pos 5 worth 425 gold. It's not bad. James, you got something here.
They first snowball in. It seems like he gone mad. Whoever he see in front of him, he just keep on snowball rolling.
God.
They see me rolling, the head king. Dropping all down with the epicenter in the middle of the river. And they managed to get rid of that Cuckoo. Seems to be a good fight for Team Cignal. Outright, they need to come back bit by bit in this game. There's no room for mistake. They already lost the first game. Now let's see. Teleported down. Bat Rider getting ready for goal for round 2. Spamming a sticky napalm and a wave break into that Safer to do an uppercut. Multi-shot shooting on that Jamesy. He's not that tanky enough to stand all the damage from Team Geek Fam, and a snowball to the higher ground. Cignal Vance goes down, and the next one should be a mid-tier tower. 24/7.
I will applaud Jamesy. He got the tower, right? So he actually used a Dragon Form well that time. But yeah, the instant punishment afterwards, kind of to be expected at this point. That's the best you can really hope for if you're Cignal, considering you're finding their side of the map. The good news, if you are Cignal, is that Geek Fam, because of all this bloodshed, hasn't taken any towers so far.
Yeah,
so
that's a good
thumbs
point.
up for Cignal.
Yeah, maybe
that can give them control.
Maybe that's the reason why, even though the killing score looks a bit so far between the two, but the net worth are only 2k away. The chance still wide open for Cignal, I feel.
Yeah, they need to actually smoke up, try and make a play. Right now, they are back to being content to farm, and you don't really have a lineup that I favor if you do that. You've got a Razor, you've got a DK. These are tempo carries. They're not designed to sit back and farm. While Geek Fam, worst case scenario, they fall back to the jungle with a Drow and a Gyrocopter. They will accelerate quicker. So here it is, the smoke movement. Cignal come around. They're looking in the primary jungle, however. They should have seen Ryoya there. Yeah, the pings come out. I think Aris broke it. Now, lastly in the bot lane, Dubu just dragging Nando away.
Yeah. Stuck on a high ground. He will go down right there. Nando. Fall.
Aris. Oh no.
And snowball in. Gonna take one more guy. It's Aris. Double kill for Cuckoo. It seems like they're just gonna keep killing one by one. Touch. Moving forward. Nice block by the Ice Shard. And now here coming out the big fight in the middle of the river. Next one will be Sand King. All of them are quite low for Geek Fam, but nobody dies just yet. Another snowball in order to save himself and doing some assists at the same time. They go for the Dragonite. Definitely gonna die. We can seek for Safer.
Yeah, Jamesy doesn't have any damage. They saved him. So he was shard blocked, right? But then Doobie flame braked him over the shards. He could have ran away on that DK because that fight was already over. But it's the typical temptation. You see everyone is no HP, but you forget that you as a Dragon Knight really don't have any damage at this stage of the game. But that was their smoke play. That was Cignal trying to make that active move, and alone they just get countered by one back rider that screws everything up. And then it's just a rush back from the mid lane to try and salvage whatever they can. And at that stage, you're fighting into Cignal on the high ground, pushing into... sorry, Geek Fam on the high ground.
What a hard
Cignal
game.
are just kind of getting juggled.
Ultra, yeah. And I'm going to show you guys some items update right here. Some keen optic on Cuckoo. I like that one. And Ironwood or Raven. And that's the level.
Yeah, this is... I'm trying to think what the next big item is that Cignal can get. Like, they're going for these BKBs, but we saw this last game. They rushed these BKBs and didn't have an impact. In fairness, these heroes can maybe do a little bit better than last draft with just BKBs. So, against the magical damage, it should be okay. It's just a concern about the Drow Ranger at this rate, the damage he does. The Gyrocopter, he already has Drum Gotcha.
Yeah, but at this rate of farming,
it's
going to be a while since they get the BKB. Now look at this one first. Raven, Domain 3 has been ended by Nando and his friends.
No, that's a good pickup. Maybe you shouldn't be there for the dry run. I'm not really sure why he's playing so deep right now. If anyone should be playing deep, it's probably your support back rider who can just push out the more dangerous lane, or your path, who can also get away with playing on the dangerous. Your Gyro and Drow right now should be taking either jungle or safest lane to farm. There's no reason for them to be playing up alone.
But the thing is, the map control are getting harder for Geek fam too.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That Rider getting closer and closer to his playing daggers. I see more coming from him, especially when he penetrates into the Radiant NC. That's the around here is some kind of area that they have to control. It's getting late into the game. Tier 2, I'm sorry. Tier 2 now, or Tier 1? Tier 1 item dropping?
Yeah, they hadn't got all their Tier 1 items for Cignal. I think they have now. It's just they didn't have anyone in the jungle who was really farming up, which is weird because they do have a Sand King. But I guess he felt he could be present in the lane, and it started turning from a farm fiesta into a fight fiesta very quickly. Things will calm down for the moment, but DK, he has taken a top spot. Like, this Midas build is starting to pay off. He needs Nando to get the big power spike. Like, the Atos is good for solo pickoff, but you are up against a lineup that has a lot of control and does also have saves with Tusk. So that's something to watch. Is if Geek fam right now can find this smoke gank, if they can connect with 4 or 5, they should be able to take this. But Dubu has the high ground.
Let's take a look at this one closely, but it was Dubu insane who getting gone on right here, and he's about to go down because of the sandstorm. One hit, Dubu gone. No more initiator. Safer, however, still fighting toe-to-toe and deals a lot of damage. Cuckoo managed to kill that risk, but now Safer need to TP away, but it was cancelled by the Burrow Strike. Nando whip him down, and 7-kill streak ended. This might be the turning point in this game. Do you think so?
It's the beginning. You do need to keep this pressure up. You need to convert this into an objective right now, and that would be the outpost. Punish Geek fam and take their outpost away and make sure they get no XP at the 20-minute mark. This ward by the way by Cignal, this was huge because it spotted that the cores weren't close enough to take the engagement on the high ground, which is why the side of Cignal was able to fight into the high ground from the low ground, which should have put them at a disadvantage. Like, that break from Dubu is good if your cores are positioned correctly, but you saw it. They were running across while Tusk was engaging solo. I'm surprised Tusk actually got that one kill against Shadow Demon, because that probably shouldn't have even occurred. So yeah, just a little bit of positional outplay. Geek fam, they need to make sure that if they're playing in the Radiant jungle, they are actually positioned in a way that they can take the fight when it occurs.
Yeah, and you take a look at the team Edward and wing back up to Cignal side, both golden experience earned. After this, getting closer. No, I was looking at James' item that will we get a BKB soon, because that should be a key item for him.
Yeah, so he's got the BKB coming out right now, and this is where they should look to fight. This is a power spike. I'm just checking if it actually lines up with anyone else. They probably wait until Nando has his. He's just a few hundred gold off. Usually teams at the moment, they try and focus around this double power spike, right? It's not just one guy got his BKB, it's like 2. Or one got a BKB and one got a blink. Because you realize it's much easier to kind of steamroll a fight off the back of a double sync. Whereas if you go in with just one item that's new, the other opponents probably still also have one item. They're in this situation where nowadays there's a bigger priority on syncing up between 2 cores the item timers now. Speaking of which, on the other side, Raven, he's getting extremely close to that BKB. Drow did just pick up the Hurricane Pike, so they've also got decent power spikes here. I think this is going to come down to whoever initiates first. There's now a Bat Rider Blink Dagger available.
Just now, yes. If they manage to get the going in first, dropping a green point, and also the combo up with the Flaming Lasso drag back, they just need to kill this Nando guy.
That was a perfect kill. He did just pick up his BKB as well.
Yeah.
So nicely done. Good rotation. That slows down the side of Cignal yet. They are still trying to smoke rotate. Look at this. They're moving up top now. But it doesn't look like the side of Geek fam are going to fall for this. They realize that no one is showing on any of the lanes, so something is not right.
Wow, I just noticed that we have 42 kills in 21 minutes. 2 kills per minute. That is crazy. That is crazy.
That's what I like to see. All right, that's SEA bloodbath, baby. Let's go.
Have you ever cast a game that has more than 100 kills within an hour?
I'm pretty sure I had, I can't remember if it was a CIS or it was a China game. There was one game I had where they were at 100 kills at like the 36.
Huh? 36 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it started to slow down a little bit, mainly because they had too much XP, so it was taking longer to spawn. But I'm pretty sure if it didn't, they would have kept running at each other.
All right, let's take a look at this one. Blade Dagger is up on Sand King. That is big factor, definitely, if he can go in and burst strike on at least 2. And all the key heroes like Drow Ranger, or he has a Black King bar, then that should be an ideal initiation.
Yeah. The question is whether they jump first or get jumped. Because look at Dubu right now. He's just cutting away because he realized they want to play around bot. They're capping this outpost. You should see a reflected movement coming out from Geek fans to take the one top. This is what most teams try and do when they feel like they're even and no one has a clear lead. If you're taking both outposts, it's because your opponent is starved.
Hey, he might get caught, do you think? Oh,
nope.
Man, that was so close.
They look the wrong way.
Yeah, at the same time at the bottom lane. A nice getting uppercut, probably quite low for that Nando. Staying in the front line, alone. No sports.
Yeah, they obsessed over a Batrider kill. Over a POS 5. When a POS 5 drags 3+ heroes towards him, something's going to happen elsewhere on the map. It's just guaranteed. And now instantly into a smoke. Geek fam, they want to flip this into a bigger advantage. They should. They're 4K net worth up. They've got the big kill on the Razor, who just used the 10-second BKB.
Yeah, win this one and get a Roshan. Idea.
I think they want to see if someone's going to play around top and try and take that outpost, because there's still a tier 1 stand there for Cignal. They should try and play around top. But they might just have to let this one go, because Geek fam, they might just be a bit too quickly over to the outpost, which means that Razor won't be able to fight in time. However, they are moving there right now.
Yeah, and Iton, first one arrived at the scene. Cignal van is here, ready to land. A burrow strike on the way. Crimson
you see Rio is mid as well.
And King.
Cignal can see that Rio is farming mid right now, but they don't want to pounce top. They're too hesitant because this outpost factor now. It used to be there'd be no tier 1 tower there for Geek fam. If you're a Cignal, you're confident to go, right? But that outpost, even though it's a long TP, it's still a variable. However, Dubu does reveal.
Somebody gonna get caught right here. It's Batrider being jumped in by Van, revealing his first time using the Blade Dagger.
Yeah, Dubu just wanted to shove out the lane. It's the Batrider mentality, right? It's like, ah, man, I can farm, I can split push really quickly. I am a 5, so if I die to a gank, it's not the biggest deal. But you can already see the instant move. Geek fam, less than a minute to go. They need to take this outpost, and they know that Cignal is now committed to a push top.
Hey, but do you think the NATO Shaw is good for the Batrider minus armor?
It's okay, because the reality is Heroes is meant to be fast. If he dies, like, if he gets caught, he's just dead either way, right? This is just about that magic amp. It's not a terrible choice for him. Also, the amount of damage is magical.
Dropping a Dream Coil, turn on the Black King bar there. They seem so ready to fight for Team Cignal Ultra. This might be the turning around. Geek fam, game has been stopped for a while. Cuckoo Killing 3 has been end. Jamesy get rid of Safer too. Black King bar, Nando being shot by the tower, and also the Gyrocopter. The Copter, Cignal van die in the booth. And now Flaming Lasso drag back. They're gonna get one more kill. It seems to be a good start for Cignal. What happened?
That buyback, the puck buyback, we just gave them the movement gain. Also, the BKB from Raven, perfect time to arrive. At first, it looks pretty lackluster. It's like, oh, he's got to verse the world. But you realize this Gyrocopter, he hits for over 250 damage with that drown nearby. So, yeah, you can bet your ass off he's going to run you through. And double buyback forced out as they realize, if you give over Roche at this point, Geek fam suddenly start taking a lot of towers. So far, that is your one positive side you can take away if your Cignal is they've only taken 2 tier 1 towers from.
What is that item Drow Ranger gonna get? And is Paladin Sword at 17 damage, 17 life steal, tier 3 neutral item.
Yeah, it's not bad. On the right hero, it's actually pretty godly. They might give it across the Raven. As I mentioned, he's got all that damage, and this Gyro is definitely the type of hero that can benefit from the Paladin Sword. The flat cannon. There it is. Invisibility. So you should switch out the Ironwood tree and probably give it to one of his supports. This is the moment where he doesn't realize he has it. It's like the typical kind of core is like it's gifted by a support. He's like, oh, what's this in my back? Oh, be really good with my hero.
One man coming from the core. That's not gonna happen in Southeast Asia ranked game.
No. Everyone's playing for themselves in your pub games, but turns out when you're playing competitive Dota, it's a good idea to play as a team.
Top tower is under attack.
Geek fan definitely doing that.
I mean,
Cignal,
in
however,
rank game,
have
yeah.
been blessed.
Oh.
They just found 2 pretty good items. They found the Time Sliver, and they managed to get their hands on the Cooking Charm. So, stat resistance and cooldown reduction. 13.
35 to 14 game score, 5k ahead for Geek Fam. We still don't know who's gonna come out of this game alive, but right now Geek Fam is already in the Roshan pit, taking down the Roshan.
Oh yeah, actually it turns out the Cooking Charm went the way of Geek fan, by the way. Cuckoo has it. He wants to fight right now.
Teleported down to the shrine. Nice using an Isa to get some visions out there. Nando gonna move in with the plasma field. Snowball getting ready for that. Coming out front the sideway with the burrows right epicenter. Dealing hella damage to that double. He needs Firefly back to the higher ground. But the first one who goes out is Cignal Nando. The first one who enters the Roshan pit. Next one gonna be the Dragon Eye. Geek Fam looking so good. They got 2 kills on 2 cores, on 3 cores maybe. And maybe they're just gonna go for more. Snowball, uppercut, multi-shot. That multi-shot is ridiculous.
That was so good from Zephyr. The snowball timing to actually save and go aggressive on them. The BKB pickup, by the way,
yeah.
you don't usually see on a pos-4 like this, but it's completely game-changing at this stage. The Tusk offers so much if he can stand deep, and with a craggy coat as well, he's no longer a kill. And if you can't kill Doobie, by the way, which they threw the whole epicenter on, he tanked the whole goddamn thing in 4 staffs out.
Yeah,
Signal are running out of entry targets.
It's 31 armor on a post 4 player.
Yeah, with magic immunity.
Oh,
that was his 10 seconds BKB.
What up?
And it's not like you look at his net worth on the chart, you wouldn't expect this sort of impact for 7,000 gold, but some items such as the craggy coat in conjunction with things like the BKB just make you an impossible frontliner. And we mentioned already, Raven, when he's standing close to his brow, you can't fight him. You need to somehow split those 2 up because that bonus agility on a gyrocopter is destroying him.
I feel like the game Dota 2 has so many more dimensions in 7.23 patch. It's not about the old school items anymore. It's about the neutral items, and you have to constantly checking the other team items, or you might end up in a graveyard like this. Snowball in,
yeah, he's done.
And an uppercut. Yeah, he's done indeed. All down. He's not gonna make it. Dumping in. They want more. They drag somebody. It's the Dragon Eye. He's not the Dragon. He's the Charlie. Now he turn on the BKB. Try to flee inside.
Yeah, but the creep wave is coming, and there are 2 heroes down. And checking out buyback, you'll notice that both those heroes do not have it. In fact, Sand King, they know that Sand King doesn't have buybacks. That's 70 seconds. Huge window for Geek fans.
Yeah, they know, because he bought it in order to defend the Roshan just now. And wow, it seems like everything is in Geek fan hands. Back to the same old questions again. Do you think this patch is harder to for a comeback mechanic?
I think if you look at the higher tier teams, maybe the more kind of skilled teams, no offense to these guys, but, you know, if you look at the majors, the people who made the majors, they make less mistakes, but good teams will capitalize on your mistakes regardless. The way you have to think about this is while XP influx is higher, by the way, Grim, there you go, multi-shot again, is while XP influx is higher, it's still the same logic, is that if you throw a fight or lose a fight, however you want to word it, right, and when you're very far ahead, the gold and the XP swing is going to be substantial. But you have to sync up. You have to make these plays. And Cignal, so far, each time they get a new item, they're too far behind. They're an item behind, and they're not syncing to make these plays. Look at Nando right now. Like, this attempt with the ATOS, luckily doesn't backfire. But if it did, you're not ready to fight, as you don't have ET, and Jamesy is nowhere nearby ready to fight. So best move for them right now is to try and make a smoke play when the Aegis expires. So right now they need to split the map if you're Cignal. Don't get picked off.
Yeah, but that's quite risky too.
Yeah, Nando's too far forward. Green goal.
And now that's what I'm talking about. He's gonna get caught in the middle of the lane in his own territory. Jumping in, flaming lasso, drag back into that safer with an uppercut with really much damage. Snowballs in. Ice Heart cooldown is about to be ready once again. Somebody buy back into the game. It's a Razor going into the plasma field, and he killed that gyrocopter. But the thing is, he's holding an AG, so he's gonna come back full HP, full mana. They lost 2 buybacks already, and JMC, Durations of the Dragon, well, it's still quite long to go. But they're just gonna fight on the high ground. Jumping in with a barrel strike on 2. Sand King died right away, right after he reached his skills. Nando, he can't die right now. If die, it's gonna be a die back. Nando, they need to kill 1. Kill the Drow Ranger.
Maybe they can get Raven though. The home missile is going to come out. He has got Blink, so he'll be able to get the Dragon Tail done.
Jumping in with the Dragon Tail in order to stun him and then follow up with the missile. Well, Mark jumping in inside of the call down, trying to help him. Now it become a double team, triple team on Jamesy. But he's so strong. It's not that easy to take him down, but however, he died eventually. Next one going to be his support. And it's 4 down for Team Cignal Ultra. Are they going to march straight to the tier 3 tower now?
Yep, knock time on the base. Luckily, the Drow died in that fight, so the Gyro won't push as hard as he could, but he has Satanic, so he's not going to leave before he at least gets the tier 3 tower. As you said, they know these buybacks have been committed. Razors especially, the DK has got buyback, but because he used that Elder Dragon form, there's a small window of opportunity in which you at least get a tier 3 tower hit.
Oh my goodness, that's definitely going to be the first ever rack. Keep him.
You could feel the desperation from Cignal. They felt so adamant they needed to kill Raven off the second time there. Now, maybe they'll get it this time around.
Yeah, that was a perfect landing from the Sand King, but it's just not enough damage to kill anyone. But wow, teaming up with Earth Splitter, it might be doing something. Oh, falls now already for that Grims. But he did his best, he released all the damage. It's now up on his teammates. 1 hit away on the Sand King. Monster kill. 4 down for Team Cignal Ultra. That might force the 2 guys that are in the graveyard to do a buyback. And it's Sand King.
Straight away. That's actually a really good hold. So that buyback saves their tower. Notice how, despite all of this pummeling that Cignal have taken, they still have not lost a tier 3 tower. That's the positives. The negatives, however, they are 23,000 gold behind. And, well, that's a good positive. Finding Batrider like, oh, the stuff.
Yeah, he forced out himself away for the last second.
Yep, and he has the blink sooner. He'll get away with this.
He will.
All right, that should very much be a dead Batrider, but well played by Dubu to get out just in time.
Last second using a force out on himself. Dodge a burrow strike. Got away for Dubu.
So, if you're looking at Cignal right now and how they can fight, you're looking at the next power spike, right? We mentioned items, but now we get to a stage where the XP matters as well. Jamesy is, right, there it is, 25. This is Dragon Tail stun time. This is where you can actually kill a target because this Gyrocopter does have a Satanic, but that's it. So it's a decent amount of stab resistance, but you saw how long these stuns could last in the last fight. Drow as well. If she gets caught and stunned by Dragon Tail, pushing BKBs, she will die. That's a 2,000 HP hero.
5.25 second for the Dragon Tail.
Seems reasonable, right?
Yeah, it is like permanently stunned in a team fight. Next thing you know, like everybody dies, including you.
Yeah. Now, it's not the end of the world if the Tusk is nearby and hasn't used Snowball, but if you're smart on this Dragonite and you time it right, you can jump him, stun him before he can BKB, and maybe the Tusk is already rolling onto the other side of the fight with a Snowball. Whereas when you figure Cignal, their save isn't an initiation as well necessary. Disruption is going to be available to save someone. Geek fam, you need to kind of find this productive play where you find maybe one of Cignal's heroes split pushing, because they still want to do that. They want to keep these waves prepped for around Roche time so that they don't actually have to worry about creep waves pushing into the base, which luckily, because they still haven't been breached, they don't have to.
Interesting. I kind of agree with you. Actually decided everything, especially if Geek fam got it. It'd be hard for them to defend the high ground. So all they need to maybe do some smoke and try to approach them before Geek fam fishing the Roshan pit.
Well, Geek fam are smoking in the mid lane right now, so they're trying to find a target first. Whereas this movement by Cignal is not smoked.
Touch next item gonna be a hard harass like that. Or you think he should go for some damage item?
The hard thrust
on Tusk.
Just go on Tusk. Oh, okay, that's fine. Like we mentioned, how tanky he is already, the BKB and everything else. This is just gonna mean he's never a kill, so he can always be present in the fight.
Yeah.
And by the way, he went for Warrior's Punch, 15% chance. So if he can continue to front line and run at you and randomly proc Warrior's Punches, it might just decide the fight. It's actually stupid how tanky this Tusk is gonna be. I don't like. right now, this is becoming the impossibility for Cignal. Who is your entrance target? Maybe you're looking at either the pot or the back rider.
Razor might get caught right there. Frame break, bounce him back.
He has a haze.
He doesn't have a buyback. You know, he
Shots.
being able to hold group of Team Geek fam, he needs to retreat or wait for his teammates to come in and join the team fight. That's not really good. Now it's time for Team Cignal to start the fight, jumping in 5.25 seconds for the Dragon Tail and trying to kill that punch. Turn on the Black King bar and just go back in with a fish punch. And now he's on fallback. The first one who goes out is Safer. Will he buy back or not? But Cuckoo get one kill more back. Duran. Gyrocopter stays in the middle of the team fight, dealing damage with the rocket barrage and the flare cannon. Fighting inside the river right now, still on the Dragon Tail. A Dragon form, and now he's just gonna release the epicenter a bit late, but he's still managed to kill somebody. Triple kill for the Geek fam Cuckoo. Seems like he's moving here and there very fast for Cuckoo. 3 down for Team Cignal Ultra and no buyback on all of them.
No, so Dragon Knight at least gets out, and he between them they should be able to hold the base still. The concern is now going to be Roche. Gyro could go take that with the other two. But the real highlight of that fight is how much attention the Tusk drew. And they kind of had a got him moment, right? Where they dragged him in, they got him low HP, he BKBs, and they immediately all BKBs, so he has no one to snowball to. And you saw the panic moment right there. You saw how deep he went on that Tusk, just trying to find a target, but to no avail for Zephyr. But he dragged so much attention onto him that Cuckoo is free. He is unshackled and unburdened in that fight, and you saw the result of it.
I didn't even see Cuckoo in this fight, really.
No, he was just lingering around the sides, poking and prodding. Speaking of which, they're poking and prodding at him now. But this is a hard kill.
This is gonna be hard for him to get away from that.
No, he's dead. He had the illusory on cooldown. If that is not on cooldown, he doesn't die. Well played by Cignal to find a huge pickoff.
That was it. But yeah,
he does have buyback at least, but I don't think he's died since last buyback, if you notice from his respawn time. So, a long nap for the Fairy Dragon.
Yeah, in fight. Next thing I know, we already Q3, Q4.
What was I about to say, Cyclops? Getting picked off like that is a big mistake. He's playing a little bit too lax before he grabs back up, and that's why Cignal confidently go into the pit, because now, if you fight, it's going to be obvious with the buyback. The buyback just telegraph everything to Cignal.
Do he do
Tanking up in 5 seconds. No, they're hesitant because if Dubu drags one of them out, the buyback could be there, is the worry, and the last two will control their teammates so long that they will be punished for it. So better safe than sorry. Instead, they smoke. They should be wrapping around on this wide side up here, where they're going to be playing under vision. This could backfire really quickly.
Nando start to fight over the plasma field, stays in the middle, and Cuckoo, now it's time for him to buy back. They get rid of Nando too quick. Nando, come on, you are the main damage, but look at this one first flag cannon. Rocket Barrage robbing a call down as well. Sand King stuck in the middle of the call down. He's not going to make it for sure. Rocket Barrage and the flag cannon is still dealing damage. The support, one more down. 2 down for Team Cignal, and both of them doesn't have a buyback. Next one can be the Dragon Knight for sure. Ria free, hitting behind the tree line. And that is it, Dragon Knight falls.
Huge fight for Geek fam. Well done holding that buyback until the side of Cignal would fully commit. Secures them the road, was getting the Aegis and cheese. But the bigger mistake here is Cignal. They made this wide rotation around the side under vision of their opponents. Now, you don't know 100% that your opponents have vision there, but at this stage in the game, that is kind of a do or die maneuver. It could easily put you in a position where you can't come back. So really, the move that Cignal should be making is around wide. You see this on the map, they should be going all the way around. But this is kind of the ailments of the new patch. When you change the map like this, teams haven't maybe figured this out yet. That wider wrap takes longer, but is less risky because you're playing under vision both here and here that you eventually de-ward, so you knew that they had vision on you.
And this one I really like about it. You mentioned about the wrap takes longer stuff. I really agree on that. It's obviously changed from the previous patch.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, what you're seeing is the impatience of Cignal coming in. They know they're behind. They see that Puck is dead. They feel like they can make a play. But you're making a play into a shrine. And if you have your calculators out and you know how to count to 7 minutes, you know that there's a good chance this Puck has buyback. And that's the reason that Cuckoo is playing in an aggressive stance in the first place. Yes, it's risky. Yes, maybe he dies. But it only gets capitalized on. You only are able to make those plays and then turn it into a reasonable objective. When you wrap around near these buildings, Puck will arrive in the fight again.
And now they lost 2 set of racks real quick. Geek fam push on top. Try to take down the top tier 2 tower. And definitely they're going to march to top tier 3.
They just got the perfect item to give a buyback puck, by the way, or a drow. The magic lamp protects you from death. Think of it as a secondary Aeon diff. Once you reach the 15% mark, gives you a hard dispel and does heal you.
At the level 28 for the Gyrocopter, 28 for Park of Team Geek Fam, 27 for Realia, Drow Ranger. All of them about to max their levels.
Now, if Sanking could get to 25 and the fight drags out a little bit, that Sandstorm line against these short BKBs could be pretty potent. I just don't know if he can stand the front line that long as a Sanking. He's all about this jump in burst and then just like injecting himself to the back line and moving away from the fight. He doesn't want a front line for his team. While on the other side, this Tusk wants to brawl.
Get out of that? I mean, it's definitely a one-way ticket for Sanking.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you commit a Sandstorm there, they've got detection at this point, you're in trouble. How they wrap around, jump in, raise the court.
They're gonna catch that Razor, and here comes everyone that has a BKB to pop their own BKB up. Not gonna help on that Razor. The damage is too much. It's physical. All the physical damage from the Drow Ranger and the Gyrocopter. Get rid of them real quick, and I think that should be it for this game.
Yeah, that should be all she wrote. Cignal, they make an ambitious attempt there, and then they get wrapped around on the last moment. Because the Tusk is playing on the other side of the map, Cignal feels confident about this play. No longer is the front liner there, but at that stage, you just get injected on. You're basically being pincer maneuvered. Geek Fam are at a stage where all of them survive long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Oh my
there
goodness.
It is. GG out.
And that's the GG call. It's Geek Fam. Is your victorious. Sweep Team Cignal 2-0 and proceed to the next round that will be